February 10th, Wednesday, 1:05 p.m. Today's class, we are going to be checking your video presentations. I hope everybody uploaded them on platform. We are also going to be reading news. I haven't received your news, Mr. Rodriguez. Are you right? Samuel? Martinez, sorry. Martinez, remember that you had to send the news to my email. I haven't received it. And also, we are going to be checking the answers of this exercise. I forgot to do this yesterday, even though you reminded me. But anyway, we do it today. Any questions before we commence? Samuel, what is your news? I don't hear you.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon.
Where is it?
Where did you send the news? Samuel, are you there? Well, I'm always prepared for everything, so that's why I chose this news in case you couldn't present. And this is actually very interesting. This happened 1 day ago and is a submarine crash. A submarine crashed with a commercial ship. This is interesting. Luckily, nobody died. There were no casualties, only minor injuries. But let's find out. Let's read. Remember, every day we do this. Samuel, ¿qué pasó con tu noticia? ¿Se te olvidó que tenías que presentar hoy?
Yes, teacher.
Ok. Por favor, anotar. Yo no estoy evaluando esto per se, pero estoy evaluándolo como participación y actuación en clase. Así que por favor, mandar las noticias a mi correo. Hágalo de una vez para que no se le olvide. Samuel, vas a quedar para el día lunes. For Monday. Please. And do it right away. For Tuesday. ¿Quién está aquí? Natalia creo que ya presentó. For Tuesday, Leslie. For Tuesday, Leslie. And for Wednesday, I'm going to write down news. Monday. What date is Monday? Let me see my calendar. Monday is the 15th. So Monday 15, we have Samuel, second chance. Tuesday, we have Leslie, the 16th. And for Wednesday, Adrian, did you present news? No, Adrian, for Wednesday.
Teacher, no se lo escucha entrecortado. ¿Para cuándo?
English, please. Wednesday. Adrian,
Depends.
Wednesday. Leslie, Tuesday. Samuel, Monday. Do not forget. Samuel, you are going to read this. Go ahead.
Me, teacher. Hmm. A Japanese submarine has collided with a
Collided.
collided with a commercial ship as it attempted to surface of the country's Pacific coast
Surface.
surface. Three of the submarine's crew sustained minor injuries in the crash, which occurred on Monday, government officials said.
Upload it to YouTube.
The,
Send the link.
the Saudi submarine suffered damage to its antenna mast along with its communication equipment, forcing the crew to use a mobile phone to report the incident.
Thank you. So you see the submarine when surfacing, you know that they have to come to the surface eventually. And apparently they didn't see the other ship, I don't know. And the radio communication apparatus went broken. They had to use regular cell phones to communicate. You see, I think you can see the damage there. Yeah, can you see the damage? Because in this part, that's impressive. Read. Okay, I'm gonna read this part. Japan's defense minister said that the collision of Kochi prefecture was extremely regrettable. Nuboi Kishi said that Soryu was on a training exercise when the incident occurred. The submarine saw the vessel through its periscope, but was unable to move on time. Look at the damage. Look at the damage, major damage. Okay, somebody to read this. For the students that are texting me saying that you cannot upload the video, use links. You can use Google Drive, you can use YouTube, you can use Dropbox, you can use a lot of things. Not only uploading it to the platform is the only way. So try other ways, and you send the link. You can send like a text file or like a Word file, just a document file with the link and your name, and that's it. But I don't know why it's not possible to upload to the platform, because you have done it many times and you did it last time. So I don't know what's wrong. But there is something wrong probably, I don't know. So try the other methods. A ver, Fabiola, read this part. Fabiola.
Hi, teacher. Okay. The Soryu is diesel electric submarine that
Submarine.
has been in service since 2009. The 84 meters, 275 feet long submarine was still able to continue sailing as the damage was not major, officials say. Bradley Martin, a former U.S. Navy captain, disposed the claim. He told
Disputed.
CNN, I would call the damage minor. Ay, no sé.
Minor.
Minor. The submarine can dive and can communicate.
Thank you. Wait. Yeah, look, it's major damage. And 3 people got injured. Okay, this was very short. The commercial ship was not damaged in the incident and felt no impact in the collision, Japan's Chief Cabinet Secretary Katsunobu Kato said. Not much is known about the vessel, but local reports said it was registered in Hong Kong. You can do more research about this news. How could this been avoided? How could this been avoided? Do you have any ideas? Could this been avoided? Could this have been avoided? Well, we are not too conversative today. About this video. This assignment, I forgot to mention, well, I think I put it here. This assignment is evaluated. This assignment is evaluated. And this is expressed the spreadsheet. By the way, Leslie Gonzalez and Adrian Carrasco, these personal emails are not permitted. Please use the university one. Otherwise, I will not grade your assignments. You are being warned. I'm gonna pass it this time. But next time that I see Gmail or Hotmail, it's like it's not there. Because those are the university rules. Use UMIPS, Carrasco and Gonzalez. Okay, here are the questions about this video. This was a very interesting video. This is the world's biggest container ship. And actually the biggest ship, right? And it's quite new. Its maiden voyage was like a year ago, something like that. And I prepared this questionnaire about this, well, this video. Let's see your answers. How many sister ships of the OOCL Hong Kong are being built? Who remembers?
5, teacher.
5, are you sure?
Yes.
Yes. And where do you remember? Do you remember the name of this bay in Hong Kong, of this port? We mentioned it at the beginning of the video. I think it's called the Bay of Caillou. And those are the Samsung ports. Those are the Samsung ports. This bay here. Okay, let's continue. How many meters long is the OOCL Hong Kong?
400.
400 meters long. Yes. And the previous biggest was like 350 or something like that. How many containers fit stacked on top of another in the holds of this ship?
12
12,
container,
teacher.
teacher.
Some of you put 13. Okay, and how many fit stacked in the cargo holds? How many in the cargo holds? They mentioned. Who remembers? Nobody remembers. In the holds. The same amount. They said 12. Yeah, 12 in the cargo holds. In the same way, 12. Sorry, on top of, in the deck. Sorry, not in the holds. In the deck. 12 in the holds and 12 in the deck as well. Yes. What does the captain do to relax? Does he play ping pong? Does he smoke? Does he feel the breeze? No info.
The breeze, teacher.
Feel the breeze.
He feels the breeze, right? Somebody said, teacher, this is wrong. None of these names is the name of the captain. Or was it with the chief engineer? I don't know. Well, some of you said, but I checked. You had to put the subtitles. Okay, what is the name of the captain? Boba Fett. No. Jango Fett. Actually, this is one character from Star
Long
Wars.
Chung Fat.
Can you repeat? Sorry. Repeat, Irene. Number 1, number 2, 3, or 4.
Lung Chung Fat.
Lung Chung Fat. Very good. Yeah. Lung Chung Fat. Just to see that you were paying attention. And what about this guy? Lin Ken Hock. Who is he?
Chief officer.
Chief officer. And what other name? What other name does chief officer have?
No one.
What else you call the chief officer?
First officer.
Chief
Teacher is
or first mate?
the name is Lim. No Ling.
Lim. So I'm okay. Lim with an M. Okay. Like this.
Teacher, I choose no.
No es así.
Yes, teacher is Lim. Lim Ken Hock.
Lim Ken Hock. Well, there it is. And he's a chief officer or first mate or Chief mate, chief officer.
Teacher, in this question, I choose none because I say
Because
link.
of the name. Okay. Okay. Number 7. What is the measure of the anchor and the cable altogether? Anchor and cable. What is the measure? None. Also
770. 770.
770. Very good. How many days was the maiden? What is a maiden voyage? Tell me, what is that? What is a maiden voyage?
Viaje inaugural, maiden voyage.
I don't want to know translations. I want you to tell me in English what a maiden voyage is.
Is the principal voyage.
The principal voyage. I don't think that is the correct term. It's the first voyage.
Traveling. Okay.
During travel.
First.
A what?
First travel.
Yeah, the first voyage, the first travel. The first. Since they put the ship in the water. That is a maiden voyage. And how many days was it?
30.
30. Yes. And what was the final destination? Panama?
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam.
The port of Rotterdam. And what was the first destination? Do you remember the first destination?
Shanghai.
Shanghai. Yeah, Shanghai is it's in front of it. Did he go to Panama? No. Was Egypt scheduled in the voyage? Was Egypt part of the voyage?
Yes.
Yes.
Teacher.
Why? What part? In the Suez Canal, right? Canal de Suez, in the Suez Canal, which is in Egypt.
Yes. That's Suez.
Very good. How many tugboats? How many tugboats? And what is a tugboat? What is the
Tugboat.
function of a tugboat? What is that?
In the video, can see 3.
Yeah, but
Assist
what
the
is a
ship,
tugboat?
teacher.
What is a tugboat?
Assist
What
the
is the
ship in the
difference?
canal.
What is the function?
Push the ship.
To tow the ships, right? Remolcar, remolcadores, right? To tow. That is a tugboat. That is the main function of a tug. To tow. And to help berthing, among other stuff, right? But the main function is to tow. Number 11. I had to. Well, actually, I wasn't an evaluator in this project, but I saw one student that his topic for the C project was tugboats, and his father was like a tugboat pilot, and he was like really obsessed with tugboats, and he did a very good tugboat C project. It was awesome. I really was impressed with that C project. He explained everything in detail, and he wanted to be a tugboat pilot and everything. And it was very cool, very cool. Okay, number 11. What happens? This is a tricky question. What happens if the cargo is not well distributed?
All of the above.
The sheet can tilt.
All of the above. Ship can tilt. Yeah, the ship can tilt, but also the steel can bend. If the ship can tilt, the steel can bend. And if it can tilt, it can capsize, right? If the cargo is not well distributed, all these things can happen, right? So it's all of the above. Yeah, very good. Number 12. What is it? A ver. Is it 65,000, 70, 75? No info.
65,000 tons.
Everybody has 65, yes. The number 13. Number 13. Equipment for securing and lashing containers. Lashing, you know, there are the lashes, but there are also what? Googles and overall. This is personal protective equipment, right? Goggles.
Semi-auto twilocks and turn.
Twidlocks and turnbuckles.
And turn.
Yes, are those like mechanic lashes? I don't know how to describe it, but you should know. These are for tightening the containers, for lashing the containers and securing them. The twidlocks and turntables. Turnbuckles, or not turntables, turnbuckles. So yeah, you should start memorizing this equipment. You are going to see this in technical English. And some of you are starting technical English in March. Marzo, Abril, in April. Yes, you're going to start in April. What is a scraper and a chisel? And for what do you use that? For scrapping the rust and maintenance of the ship's hull. You're going to see that later on. Okay, 14. Vamos, que estamos tomando mucho tiempo aquí. 14.
$1 million.
$1 million, right? Yes, the chief man, he says it. Cost around $1 million. What about 15?
Nearly 9.
9. You have to make the two N sounds. It's not 9. 9. Okay, yeah, very good. Nearly 9. And very good. Number 16. Horsepower. What is it? A ver, number 16. Todos contestaron acá.
100,000.
No se me duerman. 100,000 horsepower. Horsepower. Yes. Number 17. Well, you saw the answer. The 17, this guy, Li Wai-chi. He is the
Chief
Chief
engineer.
engineer.
chief engineer. Number 18. 18. The Suez Canal.
The 1 million.
Million.
$1 million. Number 19. The total estimated of the cargo.
No info.
Are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, actually they don't say. They don't say. We can assume that it's a couple billion, but they don't say. 20. Uh,
36 meters.
Number 20 is 46 or 36? 36.
36.
36 meters. All right, very good. Here are your answers. I'm going to pass the grades later on. Ya sus notas de evaluación oral están, sus notas de presentación oral, la primera está. Hoy vamos a tomar la nota, esta nota ya son 3 notas. Hoy vamos a tomar la cuarta nota. Today I'm taking your 4th grade, which is your second oral presentation. Yo todavía estoy recibiendo mensajes de alumnos que no pueden subir su trabajo. Repito, no entiendo por qué ahora no lo pueden subir y la semana pasada sí, o la antepasada. ¿Qué pasó con la plataforma esta vez? No sé. La plataforma tiene un límite de 500 megas, creo. Pero no creo que se hayan pasado de megas. Aquí está un alumno diciendo que no lo puede subir. Que le dé unos minutos. Dice, súbalo a YouTube. Upload it to YouTube, please. Ya yo les dije. Y suben un documento con el link, como ya lo han hecho sus compañeros. Miren, aquí un compañero puso video link, ¿verdad? Miren, ¿ve? Aquí un compañero, mira, ya puso aquí, o él. Miren, él puso aquí, mire, Fabiola Rodríguez, video link. Ella lo puso en Google Drive. La manera más fácil es que usted lo sube a un correo. O a veces el correo le da la opción de ponerlo a Google Drive o lo sube directo, como sea. Entonces, así. ¿Saben qué? Y para que se eviten ya eso de estar con problemas subiendo, háganlo así de ahora en adelante. Word, ya sea YouTube, Google Drive, inclusive pueden usar Dropbox. Yo utilizo mucho Dropbox, es buenísimo Dropbox. Lo tengo en el celular y si yo quiero guardar algo en el celular, lo guardo ahí, lo abro en la computadora y viceversa. Bueno, vamos a lo que vamos. Esto es lo más importante porque estas son sus notas. Aquí yo no ando calificando nada escrito. Está prohibido calificar las cosas escritas. Tengo que calificarlo usted hablando. Si no, imagínese, usted va a llegar a un puerto a escribir, no. Usted va a llegar a un barco a escribir, no. Usted va a llegar a hablar. ¿Verdad? Usted va a llegar a hacer una entrevista no escrita. Una entrevista face to face. O pues en Zoom o whatever. ¿Dónde es que estamos acá? Well, let's go. No se olviden de la asistencia. No se olviden de su asistencia. Recuerden aquí, attendance. Every day we have classes. Ya está el video, la clase de ayer. Class links. Recuerden que esto es... Bueno, esta es la para oral test. Esta no es la de oral presentation. La oral presentation es la otra. No, que teacher, que por qué me puse esa nota. Chequee su rúbrica y dése cuenta. Si usted hizo todo lo que estaba ahí, tiene derecho a reclamarme, pero si no cumplió con todo lo que está ahí, no. Pero no es el caso. Yo espero aquí que todos ganen su 90 y pico, 100, porque en verdad esto es una actividad muy fácil. Esta actividad yo se la ponía a mis alumnos de escuela. A ver, ver todas las entregas. Miren, la mitad de estudiantes nada más han entregado. Paola no ha entregado. Natalia, Kelly, Raúl. Raúl, yo no sé quién es este muchacho. Raúl Vázquez. Ya él no puede estar en este curso porque ya estamos en la mitad. Una lástima que no haya podido aprovechar el verano. Arturo está teniendo problemas subiendo, lo dice acá. Yamal también me escribió diciendo que tiene problemas. Muchachos, están a tiempo de subirlo. Si yo no puedo abrir esto hoy ahorita, yo no voy a tener la misma nota. Esto no va a ser sobre 100. Porque han tenido una semana para hacer esto. Yo les dije, hace más de una semana, les dije, oigan, hay que hacer un video, 3 minutos así, ya está. Esto se hace en 15 minutos. Es más, hasta en 5 lo pueden.
Teacher,
Dígame.
Christopher no me parece que lo subió.
Christopher. Sí, tienes que salir porque primero sale lo que no es subido. Ahí está. Bueno, vamos atrás para adelante. Pues vamos con... ¿O quieren ir primero con Adrián? Adrián, ¿quiere ir primero? Vamos primero con Adrián, pues. No puedo poner el volumen directo, no sé por qué. No me da la opción. He intentado, no sale. Así que hagamos un esfuerzo para escuchar. Y por eso les pedí que los graben con buen audio, buen micrófono y sin bulla. Es muy importante que no tenga bulla. A ver, attention please. Let's watch Adrián. Okay, let's see.
Okay, good morning, teacher, classmate. My name is Adrián Carrasco. In this video, I am going to talk about my favorite figures in history. Okay, my favorite figure in history is Thomas Alva Edison. He was born on February 11, 1847 in Milan, Ohio, and died on October 18, 1931. Okay. Grew up in Port Huron, Michigan, and six brothers. Learning to read, write from his mother, who used to be a school teacher. Because he was a child, he was fascinated by technology and spent all working on experiments in your home. This led him to be a well-known inventor and businessman in the United States. He has many inventions, such as the camera. Another invent is the electric light bulb. Another is the sound camera, etc. In 1876, yes, in 1876, he established his first laboratory in Menlo Park, United States, New Jersey. The country is the United States, where many of his early inventions were developed. Okay, let's talk more about the word. I do such has the involvement of the rain gun shovel battery in the electrical light system. It is electrical light. For example, science nowadays it is something that people need. In day people need in your house. All this started when I worked on the project of create a lamp which will have a long time to burn. Okay, you also to talk a word for near the Henry Ford, the car mogul. Yes, this is the car mogul. Was one of his best helper in last years of life. Helped a lot to the new generation. Leather sign today, all these invention help in the present. Thank you very much.
All right. Very good, Adrian. Very good. Congratulations. You prepare yourself well. Obviamente vamos a tener que leer en algún momento porque al hablar de alguien va a haber que dar ciertos datos históricos que no nos vamos a aprender de memoria. Por eso es que yo mandé a que se aprenda, a que hablen de alguien que a usted le gusta, alguien que usted conoce ya, ¿no? Para que no tenga que estarse memorizando. Él lo hizo muy bien. Very good.
Gracias. Le soy sincero. Hay ciertas palabras que sí tuve que recordarlas viéndolas porque no, de alguna otra forma era bastante el contenido de lo que yo me sabía en español, más que todo, pero hay palabras y las cosas que él ha investigado que eran difíciles de pronunciarlas y entenderlas, entonces por eso.
Bueno, la idea es que se aprenda esas palabras, ¿no? Esa es la idea de la actividad. Muy bien. Ok, vamos con Fabiola Rodríguez. All right, let's see.
Good morning, teacher and classmates. My name is Fabiola Rodriguez, and in this video, I want to talk about Rosa Parks. She was one of the most historical figures for the Black community. The life of Rosa Parks, she was shut down to stand up for the civil rights. 90 years ago, when Rosa was growing up in Alabama, life was very unfair in the war she lived in. Black and white people were not treated equal, even though on the U.S. Constitution they allowed gay mostly. Instead, the government came up with a treaty called Separated but Equal, which means that people could still be segregated by race and skin color, and bathroom, in shop, in restaurant, and other service public. What made Rosa Parks so famous? It was she did on December 1st, 1955. At that time, the buses in Montgomery were divided at seating area for white people and seating area in the back for black people. If more white passengers needed seat, then black passengers have to move further back and stand. If there was not standing room, they have to get off the bus. After a long day at work, Rosa called the bus home. She was wore out, physical, tired, and tired of the all the unfairness. She saw around her. She took her seat, but as the bus filled out, 2 or 3 white passengers were left standing. The bus driver asked Rosa to give up her seat and move to the back. She politely refused and stayed put. She said that in this moment, she felt a determination, cover your body like a wheel on a winter night. After that, the driver called the police. She was arrested and put in jail. On Monday 4 days later, the day of Rosa's trial, a disorderly conduct where she was found guilty, the Black community of Montgomery were organized, determined, and ready to act in the peaceful protest. And they handed out leaflets that say, "We are asking every Black to stay off the buses Monday in protest of the race and trial. You can afford one day if you work, take a cab or walk." That Monday, no one used the buses. Everyone stuck to the boycott. Boycott consists to refusing to buy, the sale, or practice something like that. People organize car sharing, cab share only 10 cents for a ride, and a lot of the 40 million people just walk. The protest lasted 381 days, more than a year. And the victory came a year later when the Supreme Court said that segregation of public transport is against the law. Rosa Parks devoted the rest of her life to the fight equal rights. Thank you.
Very good, very impressive presentation, very well prepared. Congratulations, you have a very good grade. And yeah, she gave a lot of history facts and everything. Very good, very good. Some words were mispronounced, many words were mispronounced, but you did a very good job. You did a very good job, Fabiola. All right, Samuel. Let's watch. All right. Sorry about the hammering. Disculpen, aquí donde yo vivo hay mucha bulla. Yo estoy aquí en la misma Vía España. Y me estoy mudando casualmente, me estoy mudando la próxima semana, pero me estoy mudando un poco lejos, pero quedo en la misma Vía España, así que va a ser la misma bulla. Vamos acá con el cadete.
Good afternoon, my name is Samuel Martinez.
Ok, por ejemplo, ahí hay bastante bulla de fondo.
I will tell you about Cristiano Ronaldo. He is a Portuguese footballer.
Ok, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ok, vamos a escuchar. Vamos a escuchar.
Who plays as a forward is considered one of the best in the world football. He was born at Funchal, Madeira, February 5, 1985, in the son of Maria Dolores dos Santos Aveiro and Jose Aveiro. He was a shield, always showed his good performance in soccer and stood out for his ability in the ball. His professional debut was with Sporting Lisbon. He later began to excel in the team and was hired by Manchester United. Then he played for Real Madrid, where he won 5 championships and currently plays for Juventus. Something about Cristiano that not everyone knows is he grew up in the working class neighborhood with limited resources. Together, his parents and his 3 brothers. When he was 14, his father became an alcoholic, and his brother, Hugo, fell into drugs. Well, he is currently married 4 children. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Cristiano Ronaldo. I would have preferred somebody from Panama if it was going to be an athlete. I would have preferred somebody like Roberto Duran or Mariano Rivera. But anyways, good. Okay, you did 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Remember that the minimum was 3. Okay, but was quite good. This is Samuel Martinez. Let's see, Leslie. Okay, pay attention, please.
Good morning, teacher and classmate. My name is Leslie Gonzalez. I am going to say the biography of Kai Lung. Was a Chinese imperial advisor, eunuch of Emperor He the Han, who lived in the court of the Han dynasty between the 77 and 100s, or according of other sources, in China. It is traditionally regarded as the paper inventor, as under its administration, a technique of the material used for writing documents was perfected, which become similar to those of today's paper, with difference from the papyrus scroll used in older times. Although there were early forms of paper in China since the 2nd century BC. He was responsible for the first significant improvement and normalization of paper manufacturing by adding new material essential to its composition. According to Chinese historical chronicles, invention of paper would have occurred in 100 DC. In the year 95 AD, Kai Lung presented the emperor with a process of the manufacture of paper from the inner bark of the tree of the mulberry, bamboo, and hemp, plus the remains of clothes rags and finished nets. He mixed them with water, heat them with a wooden tool, and then spilled this mixture on a flat piece of fixed fabric, facilitating the outlet of the water, leaving only a thin blurred shed of fibers on the fabric. Emperor He of Han was satisfied with the invention and thus Kai Lung an aristocratic little great wealth. Part of his official biography was later written in China. Wade Gillis
China.
In ancient time, the griffins inscriptions were usually made of bamboo, table, or pieces of silk called chip. But bamboo and silk, being expensive and heavy, was not useful for this use. Kai Lung then began the idea of making the roll of the bark of street hand remains, clothesruns, and fishing nets. The process was submitted to the emperor in the first years of Yuan Xing 95 and received praise for his ability. From now on, paper has been in use everywhere and is universally called the role of the Tiksha markets. A popular story tells that when Kailong showed the role to the Chinese people, they mocked him. In order to impress people with the magic power of paper, he simulated his death and buried himself with a toe of bamboo so he should breathe. Following his instructions, his friend burned paper on the coffin.
Ok, se le cortó. Ok, very good,
No se
Leslie,
subió completo, teacher.
pero hubieron partes ahí que me parece que estaba leyendo un poco. La idea es, si usted ve acá la instrucción, en la instrucción dice avoid reading, ¿no? Por eso es que tampoco yo lo mando a hacer tan largo. Yo les digo que 3 minutos está bien para que se memoricen algo, no todo, pero si ya usted es más de 3, 4, 5 minutos, ya va a tener más que leer. Ok, good, Leslie, interesante, very interesting topic, a Chinese inventor. Nice, he invented paper, basically. Okay, next we have Chacon. Oops. That's a remote. My favorite person. Bueno, eso de my favorite person, eso puede ser su mamá, puede ser su hermano, puede ser su novia. Tiene que ser es my favorite historical person or my favorite historical figure, something like that. Anyway, let's see. Está bien pesado eso. Very heavy, a file. And we have Christopher and we have Carla. Nobody else. Well, we don't have much time either, so anyway, we're not gonna be able to watch them all. We're gonna continue on Monday. Okay, pay attention to Chacon.
Good afternoon, teacher and classmates. Today I'm talking about my favorite historical person who in such a short time left this mark. His name is Agustin Muquita Sanchez, who for me was one the best player in the Panama.
In Panama.
He had a brilliant but very short soccer career. He belonged to the Panama club, in which he highlight this goal, this plays, these attitudes on and off the field. And some of the achievements were best rookie player in the 1974 and in the national championship in 76 debut with the Panama national team. He was the top scorer of the Central American game. He played professional soccer for the El Salvador, and at the age of the 23, he died a heart attack.
He died.
And result of the death, the player meeting of the director and the other person, they had the idea change the name of the Matuna Stadium to that of Agustín Muquita Sánchez. He one of the best player of the 17. This my favorite person. Thank you very much.
All right, very good. Very good. Very well prepared, Mr. Chacon. And that is probably a forgotten athlete, a sportsman here from Panama, Musquita Sanchez, which is only known, I believe, because of the name of the stadium, which is not a too big stadium. But yeah, he was a public figure here in Panama. Very good. I liked it. He has a good grade, Chacon. Very good. Now let's see Navarro. Muy bien, Chacón, se puede ver que él no leyó casi. Él estaba hablando de una persona que él en verdad admira, ¿no? Muy bien. Eso está muy pesado, Navarro, no mandes eso así. Pesa mucho, medio giga. Trata mejor de subirlos a Google Drive. Y bueno, y con Carla terminamos. Ya estamos llegando a la hora. All right, let's see.
Good afternoon, teacher and classmate. My name is Christopher Navarro. Today I'm going to talk about Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a prominent name not only during the Italian Renaissance, but is still recognized one of the most well-known names in the art world today. He was a prominent figure, intellectual, and one of the leading artists that made a name for dancers during the Renaissance. Not only is he known for some of the most famous pieces to come out of this period in the art world, but throughout any period of time in art history, of course, the Last Supper and the Mona Lisa are a couple of his most famous pieces, but Leonardo da Vinci also worked on a series of other works during his career and crafted plenty of pieces which have withstood the test of time. and are still considered masterpieces to this day. Leonardo da Vinci, born in 1452 in Vinci, Italy. Leonardo da Vinci focused on the laws of science and nature early in his life. This respect and knowledge allowed him to display these things in his artwork. Although he did have a few issues early in his career, he moved past this become one of the most well-known artists throughout history. Still, to this day, his work remains some of the most famous throughout history and still influence young artists and, and working during this period in the art world. This involved a variety of subjects, including anatomy, astronomy, botany, cartography, painting, and paleontology. Leonardo da Vinci, uh, he was considered genius, uh, epitomized the Renaissance humanist idea, and his collective work composed and contribution to later generation of artists rivaled only by that of his contemporary Michelangelo. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Well prepared, Mr. Navarro. Talking about a Renaissance artist, probably the greatest artists of all time. Very good. Now, let's see, Carla. Miren, hasta este formato se los puedo permitir. Con tal de que lo presenten a tiempo. 6 minutos casi se inspiró Carla. Vamos a ver.
La edición, profe.
La edición, ok. La edición no es importante, su discurso es importante.
Good afternoon, teacher and classmates. My name is Carla Vergara, and this is my video presentation. Today I want to talk about a single person I admire, and I will talk.
Look, you have
about
subtitles.
Three people as they look I like are the ones I admire the most. And the people
Very
I
good.
admire are Frida Kahlo, Cleopatra, and Nefertiti. First, I'll talk about each one, and after the women I will start with Frida Kahlo. Okay, she was one new Mexican painter. Her life was hard as she suffered a very serious accident, which left her prostrate for a long time and underwent many surgical operations. In total there were 32. Then Cleopatra. She was the youngest queen of Egypt, was born in a difficult family. As they could another by gaining power and becomes kings. But Cleopatra was very skillful and managed to be queen since a child. Her father told her the tale. Finally, Nefertiti. Its name means the beautiful one has arrived. She was a very powerful woman. She created her city with her husband. It's known for her beauty and because she likes I. Okay, Cleopatra, Nefertiti, and Frida Kahlo were a beautiful woman in their time, each having a unique beauty that stood out. This woman became recognized, I think, globally because all stand to get ahead. They are excellent. In a good or bad way, they want, I say, but in Cleopatra's case, because as he killed his family to get rent, but that used to be normal, and I understand. They managed to be admired in their day, and I believe that no too. And I am very inspired because they always fought for their dream and achieved it. They don't give up. They are beauty. They are warriors. They were of a strong character, and they know how to use their cunning, intelligence, beauty, charisma, and skills to get to arrive. Well, I hope that one day all people will for the we want and become great. Thanks.
Very good. Oops. Very nice presentation, Carla. Very good. Very well prepared. We saw with subtitles, and all the words were recognized by YouTube. Muy bien, ¿eh? Le reconoció todas las palabras YouTube. Muy bien. Le hizo animación. Un poquito largo, pero bien. Está bien, muy bien. Estaba dentro del límite de tiempo. Very good. Congratulations to everybody and applause for everybody. Los que no están a tiempo, pues no les puedo calificar sobre 100. No es justo con los que sí lo entregaron. Así que por favor terminen de entregar. Ya igual no los íbamos a poder ver hoy, porque se nos acabó el tiempo. Esta clase los días miércoles termina a las 2:30. Continuamos el día lunes. We finish on Monday. ¿Alguna pregunta? No la entendí. Repita, por favor. No la entendí, no se escuchó. ¿Alguna otra pregunta? No. Bueno, recuerden que la clase de ayer, para los que no vinieron, está aquí en los links de las clases. Recuerden también que tienen que ponerse... la otra semana hay prueba escrita. Y la otra semana voy a hacer un progress check de discoveries. Lo voy a poner... ¿Ustedes le escuchan a él? No le entendí nada. Tienes un problema de
teacher.
conexión, parece.
Se escucha distorsionado.
No le escuché nada. Escríbelo al chat ahí o al WhatsApp. Bueno, esto va a ser todo por hoy. Felicito a algunos de ustedes. Hicieron el trabajo muy, muy bien. Vamos a decir que todos. So.
Teacher, dice
Dígame.
Yamal, lo que le estaba diciendo era que le había enviado el video y algo así.
Ya me olvidé dónde está. Está aquí en la plataforma. Bueno, ya lo vemos el día lunes. Ya lo vemos el día lunes. Ok, thank you very much, guys. ¿Qué les iba a decir? Hagan su workbook. Practiquen el workbook. Si no han visto las clases, pueden ver el video. Y también los videos de la plataforma. Ok, well, thank you very much. Have a nice week. See you on Monday.
See you, teacher.
See you, teacher.
See you, teacher.
Está hablando.